I'm looking at you, Jordan. Once you start the construction business, you start getting drywall.
What do we got here?
Just a live show on the YouTube. That's what we fucking got.
Oh,
Are you excited?
look at that.
It's gonna be a great day.
If you could change your life, would you? No.
If you had the chance to change your fate, would you? Me mother was a bear.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh shit! I almost forgot about that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we gotta bring it back every now and then.
We do.
And I'm just getting ready because I'm going to be using that voice for something soon.
Mm.
Are you gonna be Merida for Halloween?
Yes, I'm gonna be Meredith for Halloween. This guy
I
knows.
think you'd make an excellent Merida.
You know what? If I just took all my red beard and put it up here, right?
Red beard.
That'd be it. That'd be
I'm
it.
just saying.
Bryce,
Merida.
before I start this recording,
Yeah.
did you mention it on the show, or was it off the show? That voice acting thing.
On the show.
Okay.
Yeah, we talked about it on the show.
All right.
I didn't get it. I'm sad.
Oh, that's what I was gonna ask you. I'm sorry. You should have.
It's all
Keep
good.
trying, man.
It is all good. Yeah,
I'd
I just
recommend
need to
it.
audition for a few more things.
Definitely.
It was just really it was about just doing it. Because
Yeah.
once you do it once, then you're like, oh,
Yeah.
I should have been auditioning
This whole time.
this whole time. Because it's literally I don't even have to talk to somebody. I just submit my recordings. Most antisocial way to audition for anything ever. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just push a button, record my lines as many times as I fucking want, get the best take, delete all the other ones, send them my best take like it was first try, no warm up, and then move on with my life.
There you go. Like a boss.
Like a mouse.
Yep.
But my body is ready, and my rhymes make me wealthy.
I'm ready to.
That didn't rhyme, but fuck it. Should we get the actual show started? What do you think?
Well, since
Let's
I'm
do
doing
it.
the intro, we don't need a 3, 2, 1, which is perfect.
I'll still gun to
Yeah, we should
If
still
you
do it.
into
though.
it.
I think it's a
That's on-
requirement. So the
Okay.
rest of YouTube knows that what's about to happen.
Yeah.
That's true. They do.
They
need
gotta
to-
know what's gonna happen, Jordan.
All right.
Gotta
well,
know what's gonna happen.
Whenever you're ready, boss.
You smell really nice today. 3,
3,
2,
2,
1,
1.
go.
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 Welcome to episode 93 of the PB&J podcast. What's up, good guys?
What up?
What it do
Did you
though?
say
What's up,
good guys?
Good guys. What's up,
Yeah,
good guys?
good guys.
What up?
There's 2 of you. Well, 3 of you. Good
Yeah, well,
There should have been good guys.
If anything, I'm a genderless Lego man in a bee costume, so don't worry about that. I take no offense to it.
Normally, I would believe that, but big red man beard over there.
I mean,
I think otherwise.
we get accessories.
it's part of the costume.
It's part of the whole appeal. Don't worry about it.
Me, Reiki.
Jesus.
Well, thank you.
Well,
I'm
as the
excited.
robot said,
Yeah.
we're here, episode 93. I have a guest with me again today.
You sure do.
Josh ends up at my house at the same time that we record.
Bye, Cohen.
I was just gonna leave him. I was just gonna leave him in the living room, but
It is what it is. We'll just get a double helping of jelly.
yes.
Who doesn't like extra jelly on a sandwich?
What flavor
That's
were
true.
you again, Jordan?
Strawberry, man.
Strawberry Jordan. All right.
Strawberry.
So you were saying something about being excited,
Yeah.
Redbeard.
Yeah, because I am.
Red
This
beard.
is
What are you
gonna
excited
be-
about?
we're recording. Is it going to be a good day?
It's
That's
gonna
just what it is.
Okay.
It's automatically
Also,
good.
I'm going to talk about Ernest Hemingway and how no one knows the truth about Ernest Hemingway. They all just like, oh, he's a guy who wrote books and then shot himself in the face with a shotgun. And while that's true, there's a lot more to it, and we'll get into it later on. So
Yeah, I
I'm
think we're gonna
excited
save
about
that
that.
for later.
Yeah, oh yeah, but I'm excited
Right.
about it because, like, holy shit, dude.
Is it like
It's
blow your mind kind of shit?
I went down another rabbit hole and I didn't expect to find what I did. And
Hold on. Is it Taco Bell website kind of crazy.
It's a different brand. It's not the insanity of let's have a philosophical like idea presented in the form of menu items. It's more of a, or he did what? What? Oh my God. I thought he just wrote a book that everyone had to read in high school and was miserable about. Like,
You're not wrong.
I'm not.
You're
I'm
not
not.
wrong. Okay, well, definitely don't squeeze any more out of that.
I'm not. I'm not.
Because
we'll leave it for later.
yes, I'm excited about it.
Me too.
I know that Jordan had a lazy work week, so I don't think he's got anything special going on except
Not
for
really.
his.
Just been busy. Really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How's work?
It's good, man. It's good.
Get to drive any
very-
new big machinery?
Fancy pants stuff.
Nothing new, really. To be honest with you, just a lot of footwork. But it's very fucking hot in Florida,
Yeah.
so been miserable. But yeah, it's been good. No complaints yet. I keep hurting myself. all the
We'll
fucking
stop
time.
that.
Yeah. I'm
Just don't
trying.
hurt yourself.
Yeah.
Apparently, like I never knew how clumsy I was until I got this damn job.
Everybody
Trip over
knows
every fucking
that the
thing.
first step to not hurting yourself is just not to hurt yourself.
Yeah, don't do it. Yeah.
Like, just don't do anything that requires band-aids.
No, I gotta agree with them. Construction sucks. I used to trip over everything too, smash my fingers and stuff.
Thank
you
you.
know.
Yeah.
Cut your hands open. Almost
Not
cut
a
your
day
finger
goes
off,
by where
you
I
know.
don't get a new cut. I don't trip over something else,
Yeah.
and I don't hit myself in my own thumb with a hammer.
Especially when you start doing the demo and stuff.
You should get
Yeah.
a metal thing to put over your thumb,
George,
Jordan.
smash your
I
fly.
should, actually.
You mean
You won't be able
a
to get it off.
thimble?
A metal
Yeah,
thimble?
but it has to be way stronger than a
Yeah.
thimble because you'll.
I mean, you can get an
Wrap
iron
it.
thimble.
You're right.
You just get a fancy little iron
That's,
thimble.
but the thimble just covers a little bit. It doesn't you know, like you gotta cover
Which, by the way, thimbles are batshit crazy for
Yeah.
me because they're literal like armor for your fingers. As if you were to put the needle into your finger, it would shoot up into your vein straight to your brain and then death. Like we needed body armor for our fingertips because of thimble death. It was just
Yeah.
everywhere.
I mean, I don't.
It was practically a fucking plague.
I don't mind it.
I mean,
What, thimble death?
Well, yeah, actually.
he's just like, I don't fucking so sure.
Yeah, why not?
Let's get some fucking population control.
If I die by thimble, then some shit went down. You guys need
Yeah.
to invest for me.
I mean, yeah.
If you die by thimble,
Yeah.
I'll be so impressed. Like,
I'll
That'd be a
impress
gaping
myself,
hole,
but
man.
Still.
Thimbles are big.
well, I have some shit going on that I want to
Okay.
talk to you guys about.
Well, then
So I'm
let's
just going to
hear
steal
it.
the floor for just a minute.
All right.
So, how old were you guys when you got a girlfriend?
Oh man.
Like, what I would consider my first real girlfriend, or just like, hey, we're in elementary school, you're my girlfriend.
I mean, like high school age kind of thing.
I was 15.
50. Okay.
Yeah, about. I mean,
I think it's about the same for
I
everybody.
was 16, one for me.
Okay.
16.
So, we went bowling today, me and the fam.
Nice. Whole
Guess
fam?
who we brought with us?
Your kids.
Your girlfriend?
No.
Your
Oh, I
boyfriend.
thought that's where we're leading in. Oh,
Hey,
oh.
no.
yeah.
No.
boyfriend.
God damn it. No. Think 14.
Oh,
That's why you
shit.
can't say it's your
Oh,
girlfriend
shit.
online because
No, you
that's
idiot.
way too young.
We need
Oh.
to cut this live stream real
We're
quick.
cutting it now. FBI, open up!
Oh my god. We brought Skylar.
Jared, we need to talk.
I mean, her name not here. Well, whatever. Everybody knows my kid's name by now.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Say it
Understand.
literally every week.
We brought-
whatever.
we brought her boyfriend with us.
Oh.
Mm.
I at first had a really hard time with this.
Did you bring your
Like-
gun?
No.
Why? Whoa.
I'm not
Unnecessary.
I'm not
Oh, it's-
allowed to murder him yet. So
Okay.
anyway,
I'm glad it's in the
I-
pipeline.
I knew that she was in high school and was bound to get a boyfriend eventually. You know, not for nothing. Accidentally make cute kids, and
I'd be shitting my pants if I were in your boat right now.
Yeah.
I am so shitting my pants. I
I'm so
really am.
sorry,
I'm
bro.
freaking
Cyber's
out.
a good kid. So I wouldn't be. I'd
So
be confident my kid's not going to be dumb.
She's a good kid, but like, so was my wife. You know, when we first met.
yeah.
Well, yeah,
Mine
but
too.
you're a corrupting influence beyond all measure.
Oh.
So, I mean, unless this kid is like the second coming of Jordan, I don't think we have much to worry about.
Yeah,
Well,
you never know.
I mean, his ethnicity is correct, so I hope that that's not the line.
Does he have the
Dude.
ponytail? Because I've got concerns now. Now I'm shitting.
No, he's
The
a
Don
goofy little
Juan.
kid.
Yeah, he's a goofy looking mofo. Yeah, I was like, "Yo, can I come scare him?" And he's like, "No." I'm like, "Come on, man." He wouldn't let me.
So
Let him.
I'm
let him
I'm
in.
down in Florida again because there's warrants out for me in Jersey.
I went.
I'll go back. I'll go back.
I'll fucking go back.
Yeah, I remember when Sky was in diapers. You know, like I was like, "Dude, she's." I was like, "Fucking what? She's with who?" I was like, "No, can I come scare her?" Nah.
Bro. So I
Should've
went
went
through.
anyway.
I went through some stages.
Okay.
Anger,
Mhm.
anger,
Okay.
and then I was mad.
Okay.
More anger.
And then there was a weird, like, okay, I could trust her; it'll be fine. But the whole time he was with us, I was just like, you motherfucker.
Jesus.
Were you grilling him down?
I was nice.
You better not have
Like I
mad
normally am.
kid, because like I said, you better not have mad dog that kid. You better
No.
not have given him the look, because
He
like
did.
I did a
Several
couple
times.
times.
all
But
right, like
would've.
I was
use
generally
the-
nice.
Did he use the
Okay.
guardrails?
What do you mean?
The bumpers.
the bumpers and balls.
No. He did. Funny enough, I'm not good at bowling. Tonight I
Mhm.
was pretty spot on. After like the first game, I found that strike spot, and I pretty much picked up every spare after that, and I was on fire.
Okay.
He did talk a bunch of smack about how awesome he was at bowling,
Oh,
Really?
and I whooped that ass.
No bumpers,
So
though. That means
you
he
know that.
likes to,
boy, if your bowling game is anything close to your fighting game, you don't want to fuck up around me.
he likes to play the wild side. Is what it sounds like.
I
So
just want to have a little fun.
it was an experience. However, I do like that we picked him up from church.
Nah,
Right?
man. Listen.
Oh my
Is that a
god.
ruse though? Because he could have just
All right.
taken his stolen bike.
No,
over
from
there.
his mom. We had to pick him up after it was over.
No, the
Listen.
church kids are the ones you worry about. I
Exactly.
don't know what you.
Yeah,
I go to church.
I
I
don't-
picked him up from church.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Right.
So
I go
that
to
means
church,
that he
I'm
lives
over.
in a family that has
Come on now.
very strict like controls, and the moment he has any kind of like, I can do something that I want to do, he's gonna go buck wild.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I went to church too. I got 2 kids now, and I'm younger than you.
I did,
Uh,
and I have
Hey.
no kids other than a cat.
I got 2
And
kids.
I'm doing.
I'm
great.
younger than him too.
All I'm saying is,
I hate both of you.
that's-
Actually, I hate all three of you.
well, I mean, like,
You.
I'm not gonna go too much into it, but
What the fuck was that?
all I'm gonna say is, what kind of talks have you had in regards to those types of activities? What kind of education has been passed on? Was it just
Birds and
don't, or
bees.
did we give the full
Oh,
explanation?
she got a
Comprehensive.
full- yeah. Yeah.
Okay. All right then.
And she's a smart kid.
Yeah.
I'm not too
Yeah,
worried
she
about
is,
it,
she is.
but it still freaks me out.
Right. I mean,
I was-
there's still terrible people out there.
Well,
And,
not only that, but I was like, I can't believe this is actually happening.
oh yeah,
Never thought it would
you have entered the beginning. This is the start. You're gonna have years of this,
This is
Yeah.
the
and you're gonna
gateway
have
guy.
phone calls of her crying because they broke up or something happened, and you're gonna help pick up pieces, and it's gonna all happen again 2 months later, because this is the time where relationships last 2 weeks,
Mhm.
and it's the end of the world when they end. So just
2 weeks a month. Yep. That's it.
woosah
Wait till she has that first long relationship and they break up, like 6 to 8 months.
So
and then
listen.
they break up.
I think what I'm gonna start doing
Mhm.
Here for you, bro.
is the first time we meet the boyfriend,
Okay.
right?
Me and
from
Bryce
now
have to
on.
be there.
Let me be there with you.
No,
Oh my
well,
god.
that would be funny. But
three of us.
I
will
think
sit
I'm
there
gonna.
with my hand around them and be like, just staring.
I
at
think
them
when they
stuff.
come get me
I'd
to
fuck with
go,
them.
when they
Mhm.
come get me to go or come to talk to me or whatever, I'll be out back, like sharpening a machete.
Okay.
You know what I
Even a
mean?
shotgun or
Like,
something.
Yeah,
like
I'll be
The
polishing the
passive
barrel on a
threatening.
shotgun or something like that. You
Like
know?
passive threat.
with a
Okay.
cigarette in your mouth.
And yeah,
What time you gonna bring her home?
Yeah.
and then I can have Josh come around the corner. And you guys remember watching Bad Boys, or was it Bad Boys 2?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that voice too.
Yeah.
Where Will Smith, or was it Will Smith that did it? Yeah, he did it. He acted like the guy from jail. You
Yeah.
come and do that.
I can do that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I would so do that.
And I'll just be the guy who, when the kid's walking out, I'll be like, "Don't even worry about it. Just relax. I mean, don't fuck up, but like, we're probably not gonna kill you.
Yeah.
Yep.
Probably.
Which
I'll tell
honestly, you saying that, you being like, we probably won't kill you.
Yeah.
He'd be like, what? And then Jordan can be in the driveway as they get in the car, and he'll just be like, remember. And then that's all you say. Just
Yeah, but the driveway that he's in, it's not the car. He's in the construction vehicle. He's in the flat roller.
Yeah.
And he's just like, remember. And your daughter will roll her eyes and just be like, they're just being idiots. And then she'll show him this episode of the podcast, and he'll be fine.
Yeah.
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 Hey,
but
future kid, when you listen to this podcast, it's not fine.
It's,
not.
It's not fine. Don't let
It's
this
really
don't
not.
let this
Yeah.
alleviate you. Well, I don't believe in scaring kids when they're doing that stuff. Because it makes people less likely to like come forward when there are problems or whatever. You're fucked if you fuck up. That's all I'm gonna say. And that's the end.
I like that you were like, I don't like to do it, but obviously.
But here it is. But you know I had to do it to you.
Oh Jesus! So anyway, we went bowling.
Okay.
Bowling. First of all, I always have a hard time picking my ball. Right? I'm like, I don't want like super heavy, because you know what? Let's be honest. I don't bowl all the time. And
girl
if you're
hands.
bowling a fucking 15 all night long,
That's
your
fine.
arm's
Your
gonna be
arm
on
falls
fire.
You
Yeah.
don't need a 15-pound ball.
No.
There's no reason you need 15.
The only
No.
time you take the bigger balls is
I
if
ended up
you
on a
have
10
the weight.
actually
Yeah.
because it was nice.
Yeah.
I
I
actually
use
use-
a 12.
I use a 10, and then I'll use an 8 if I had like a crazy spare or something I need to try to pick up. I'll try to use an 8.
Yeah, that's what
It's hard finding
I usually
big
go
bowls.
heavier.
For the power hit.
Yep.
Yeah, for the
lighter
first
for the
hit, and then if I'm
precision.
picking anything up, I'll do something super light for accuracy.
No.
It tracks how fast you hit the ball in on the
Really?
screen. Yeah. So I was averaging
That's
20
so
miles an hour
cool.
on the
Yeah.
bowl.
Okay.
Right. Now Chloe's would be like 2.
Right.
You know, Skylar and her little friend would be like 15. Shayna would be like, 2. And I'm just kidding.
We would
She would
break
get
it.
like 18.
We
Okay.
would break it because we'd be both trying to throw as hard as we could.
Yeah.
We'd break something.
Well,
Let-
what's
let's do
funny
it.
is, so later in the night, right? The kids are in the arcade with Chloe. So we just bought some arcade cards.
Oh, nice.
And we just kept bowling, right? So I'm like, oh, this is fun. Let's keep bowling. Well, then there's a bunch of little teenage punks next to me, and they're bowling, right? And they're bowling, and they're hitting 24 miles an hour. I'm like, well, this whole time I've only been doing 19 and a half, 20, right? I'm like, these motherfuckers. So I fucking ring the ball, hit absolutely nothing.
Right.
Guttered at the end. Got 25. I was like, oh, I'm the shit.
And that's it. Walk away. You're done.
Hey,
yeah.
like, take
You
that,
proved your point.
society.
So then we're bowling and I'm having fun, right? I didn't realize that, you pay per game.
Oh, dude.
Oh, man.
I'm gonna
How
spend
many
like
games did you guys play?
A couple
like
Uh-huh.
5.
or more.
13.
2, like 7.
7 games?
Yeah.
Well, between
That's
between
a lot of
5 and
games.
7, something like that.
That's a lot of games.
Yeah, well, it was fun.
Well, yeah.
The,
That's interesting, though.
How much did you drop on those 7
You
games?
pay for X amount of games up front.
Yeah.
it was a little over. It was a little over $100.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm at the
Aw.
arcade. You spent like $1.50. And then what if you spend on drinks and food?
We
I know
bought,
you, Patchy.
we bought
Too.
fries
I know you, Patchy.
and drinks and shit.
Yeah, and you know, it's fine. Don't. I don't want to talk about it.
Feels Batman Patrick over there.
Patrick's
Oh,
just thinking
man.
about all those vending machine snacks he's not going to be able to eat for the next month
Right?
to make up for it. He's just like,
Oh,
oh, no frozen Snickers, no Chippy Boys, no.
Well, I'm not somewhere where I could do that now anyway. I'm mobile now.
That's
Well,
true.
yeah, but all right, gas station
No
snacks
7-Eleven tacos.
doesn't change.
Yeah.
Like, that's even worse because now you have a variety of things that you can't have.
Yeah.
As opposed to the, well, you know what? Vending
You go
machine
Wawa.
shit anyway. I just did it because I had to because it was there. No,
Yo, I hit Wawa
could go to
and
Wawa and
Racetrack.
get
I
it.
love Wawa. Yo, I
Wawa.
introduced him to Wawa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Before Wawa, he even came to Florida. He came up to Pennsylvania for vacation. And
Wawa.
I'm like,
shit.
what do you want for lunch? And he's like, I don't know. I'm like, you
Grew
want
up
some
on
gas
Wawa.
station food? I was like, Wawa. And he's like, what? And I was like, it's gas station. He's like, no, dude, I'm not gonna eat gas station food. I'm like, all right, bro, watch
Well,
this.
hold
We
on.
went there.
Not that gas
And he's
station
like,
food's
wait a
below
second.
me because I eat gas
What?
station food.
Yeah. But you thought I was talking
I
about some
wanted to go to-
rinky-dink-
No, I wanted to go get something to eat. I didn't want to fucking get a roller or some shit. I wanted to go get food.
Yeah,
I didn't know what
I
a
don't
Wawa
want
was.
warm hot dogs.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
We went there. He's like, I love this place.
Yeah.
I grew up on Wawa. That shit is the
Yeah.
best.
Yeah.
When I was living in,
That was just last week for him.
You dumbass.
when I was living near University of Central Florida, there was a Wawa literally like right up the street from my house. I'd fucking hit that bitch every day.
That
It
was
was
the Wawa
so
that
bad.
I hit
I was
forever.
dropping money.
Dude, there's
Don't
about
worry.
to be one down the road for me.
Is there really?
You're just like, goodbye, money. Hello,
Where they open
belly.
a Wawa?
Huh?
Where they open a Wawa?
Where they just built that new Burger King
Where
across
the
the
fuck
street.
did they just build a new Burger King?
Where they built that new hospital
Where the fuck did they build a new hospital?
over by
Way
I-4.
back there near Stonehenge. Look where he's pointing.
The third
Turn around and
Well,
look.
technically, if he's
Stonehenge
pointing
is right
that
there.
way, I
Third
mean,
Stonehenge between.
For those in the audio only version, Patrick currently has a background of Stonehenge and he's pointing at it as if that's to explain where the Wawa is going to be.
yeah,
It's
Oh,
actually
no,
over
no,
there.
in the fucking
It's
middle
over
of it.
there.
Yeah.
Oh, it's in the
That
Alps
middle
now.
peak.
Right
It's at that
crest.
middle peak.
Yeah.
Gee,
So
you guys. are
anyway,
still-
bowling was fun. More expensive than I thought.
Yeah, that was a mistake, but a fun
Yeah.
mistake.
No, it was fun.
Yeah, it was worth it for the good times. You know, they say that money's replaceable, time is not. So,
Unless you have a
That
time
was-
machine.
That's
In
true.
do
which
you have a
case
time
you can-
machine?
I do. Just not this version of me, future version of me.
Well, until this version gets it, shut the fuck up.
Watch, I'm gonna prove I have a time machine, and I'm gonna show up at your house right now. Hold on, I've made that joke before, like several times, right?
Yeah.
Like, if I have a time machine, I'll be here now. The day that shit fucking happens, I'm
You're
gonna
gonna shit yourself. And you're gonna be like, where were you the other 30 times?
You made me look like an asshole.
And you're like, bro, I forgot those other times. I only found this episode yesterday when I was looking at our $1 million episode. You got quite the future ahead of you, buddy. One can help. One can help.
yeah.
It'll
I
happen.
don't know.
One day. One day.
I mean, there's-
Ultimately,
A whole like 0 people watching right now.
You don't know.
look, man, it's all about the down, not the current views on our live show. Don't get into statistics semantics with me. I'll put lipstick on a pig. You better not.
Wait, I better not put lipstick on a pig, or I'm confused.
No,
You always
do
gotta
it.
put
Boy.
lipstick on a pig.
Do it.
What?
You always gotta put lipstick on a pig.
Okay.
Very
So, Bryce,
Yeah.
you
How
got
can I
anything
help
else
you?
to talk about other than our sweet nugget for later?
Other than the sweet nugget for later, I mean, things have been cool for me. I told you guys I've had a D&D group. I've been playing Dungeons and Dragons recently. And actually, something fucking crazy happened literally last night in a session. And my character actually. All right, let me give you a little background. So, my character has this thing where he failed a religion check once, and the answer he gave essentially when he failed the religion check was this like, I know religion, like Jesus, that's the one with four arms, right? Right? And then it just became a running gag that four-armed Jesus was a thing, and it was just like, oh, praise four-armed Jesus.
Okay.
Um,
I
well,
love when TV shows and shit do that kind of stuff.
yeah,
With, like jokes and like bring it on forever.
yeah, and we just kept bringing it back, bringing it back, bringing it back. Other people would mention four-armed Jesus. It just became kind of a running gag for us. Well, we got a ring of three wishes, which is exactly what it sounds like. You make three wishes with this ring. I had it, and I fucking held on to it and hit it because it's very powerful, very scary shit. You say the wrong thing, everyone dies. It's just messed up. Like if you wish for a certain person to die, the wish could be granted in the form of everyone in your party being traveled forward in time to where they die of old age after they did all the bad shit to the world. So like things like that. So it's like the whole, if you don't word it right, you get fisted. Well,
Patrick likes getting fisted.
I mean, you know,
He
you can't
does.
go wrong with a good fisting every now and then. It really, you know, frees up
See,
the
Bryce
space.
understands.
I get it. I get it. You know, you go to the proctologist, everyone else complains, and you just got a big old smile on your face. It's just how
This
it
is
goes.
what was missing from my life.
Yeah, you're just like, ooh, I don't have to pay for this. Ooh.
Ooh.
Anywho, so last night, we were attacking like this very powerful guy named Tyrant who had a flaming sword and was just general badass and was whooping our ass. So Spiritron took out the ring, and he called upon four-armed Jesus with his wish, wishing for four-armed Jesus to come down and smite his enemy. And the wish was taken as Spiritron himself, because four-armed Jesus didn't exist except in Spiritron's mind. Spiritron grew 2 extra arms and ascended to godhood. So my character is no longer my character. My character is essentially like dead mechanically, but there is now a new deity that did smite down my enemies. Thank you very much. But there's a new deity in the Pantheon who is four-armed Jesus, and my next character is going to be a paladin of four-armed Jesus.
Now, I assume you had to roll on the wish.
No, it's purely DM discretion, and he loved it so much that he let it happen.
Okay. Okay.
He was just like,
I was gonna say,
are you prepared for the consequences?
like you could have rolled that and it ended up bad.
Well, no, it still ended up bad. My character's gone. I have to play a different character now, which made me very sad.
Wait,
But
you can't just play as four-armed Jesus you now?
yeah, that would be
Four-armed Jesus
busted.
can't
If I
die.
could just play as a deity, every encounter with me would be me casting 12 spells on my turn and one-shotting everything, and then being like, all right, what's next? So eventually what I'm hoping is when we get into the later levels of play, where everyone's at like almost a god level of ability naturally, that four-armed Jesus can come back as a playable character and I can take over. In the meantime, I'm going to have an avatar four-armed Jesus in my paladin who's going to join the party, and the 4 tenets of four-armed Jesus, each arm holds like a different weapon that you would use with a spiritual weapon. One is a lute for music. One is a drink for, or one's a goblet for drinking. One is a magnifying glass for solving the world's mysteries, and one is a quill for like poetry and stories. So essentially, the only thing you have to do as a follower of four-armed Jesus is drink, party, and have a good time, be groovy, and then solve some mysteries every now and then. I'm basically the mystery machine in paladin form. So pretty excited about that. So that's like the crazy shit that happened on my side was my D&D stuff. Other than that, everything's been really chill over here. Just been relaxing.
Well,
Nice.
that's pretty crazy. I'd like to see some kind of art around
Around
that
Forearm Jesus.
4RG.
Well,
I think-
actually, we do have some artists in the group, so I will.
You should make that, and we'll share it on the show.
Hell yeah, we'll
It'll
see if
be
we
our
can get
new
it done.
thing.
We'll see if we can get it done.
Yes.
Sounds good.
So, I don't know how long have we been going for, Jordan?
It has been 27 minutes.
It's been like
Okay.
2 years. Like, what do you mean?
Yeah,
Yeah, we're going on.
We have so many episodes.
we do.
We're still
Have a
going.
lot of episodes.
We do.
Okay, well, let's just talk about. I'm getting fuzzy again. Damn it.
Let's take a quick
Well,
break for technical difficulties.
Well, I was gonna say we'll just slam out this little Florida thing I wanted to talk about real quick.
Okay. Yeah.
Sure.
And then I'll reboot my shit on break, and we'll see what happens.
Sounds good.
So, exciting news.
Hmm.
Florida is now about to start getting in on that tax money that is legalizing marijuana.
Hell yeah.
Now, for those people that partake, obviously this is amazing for them, right? Because chancing going to jail for something silly like that is, well, silly,
Yeah.
right? Wasting.
And it's stupid high. Because if they catch you with isn't it like more than a gram or equal to a gram, you're just fucked?
Yeah.
Yeah. They're just like, yeah, possible intent to sell. It's like,
Just
it's just
having
tiny. I can make one blunt with that. What do you mean?
No. Up to an ounce is a misdemeanor, or 1 gram shy of an ounce, whatever it is.
It
is a
doesn't matter.
misdemeanor.
It's still probation.
Yeah.
Yes and no. I mean, if you don't have a background, you know what I mean.
Yeah, but
Like,
the point is why should something like that become your background? Like that's fucking.
I
stupid.
agree. It's fucking retarded.
Yeah. Because
Now we have other states that are making buku tax money,
Tons.
crazy tax money.
and they're putting it back into roads and
Yeah.
schools and infrastructure.
Which is amazing because we need that. Because there's a pothole by the Publix by my house that literally has a giant ass van. My van sinks like 1.5 feet when it goes through the pothole. I swear to God, my entire tire disappears in it.
Jesus.
I'm like, why is this here? And it always catches me unaware.
Oh, no. Well,
Because
that's
it's like it's small but deep.
Yeah.
so. But anyway, it doesn't make sense to me, that something like that would be illegal. Doesn't make sense.
Not only does it not make sense for it to be illegal, it also doesn't make sense for us to turn down what is obviously a very lucrative thing and to instead focus on imprisoning folks over bullshit. Like the war on drugs in general is just terrible.
Yeah.
But I think that private prisons are finally not making as much money as legal weed would be.
Yep.
And I think that's literally the only reason why it's starting to legalize across the United States, because the people who are investing in weed are the same people who were invested in private prisons before. So they are just like, all right, we've made our money. Now we can get in on the ground floor on legalizing, have our own dispensaries already set up,
Tons of
make
money.
fucking mad money. And then all we lose out on, we still make money off the prisons because fuck it, there's other drugs.
Yeah.
So it's going to be up for a vote. And
Yep.
now there's a bill coming along with it. So I think the first bill is going to allow like an ounce or something to be on you and like
2.5, I believe it is.
be able to grow a plant at your house, like that kind of stuff.
I can grow.
You know,
Oh, my backyard's going to be sick.
You're silly.
If it does it like other states, it's going to be 3 to 6 in each stage. Yeah, 3 stages, like the baby, and then the middle, and then actual budding plants.
Yeah, because we have to have them cycle.
Yeah.
I know that being able to do that would be an extreme amount of money. Now, here's the other bill. Apparently, and now you told me this.
Yeah.
$50 tax.
$50 tax an ounce paid by the grower when he takes it to the place that sells it, dispensary. It's gonna be $50 tax. It's ridiculous tax amount. I'm sure it's not gonna pass the 50 an ounce, but that's just ridiculous. Yeah, that's just Florida would be one of the most expensive places to buy weed at that point in time.
Yeah,
It'd
but
be
a lot of
ridiculous.
people didn't even think we would even be thinking about this until every other state.
The problem with Florida getting legalized weed
Mickey
is
Mouse.
Disney's here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's the reason why it hasn't passed at all. Because fucking Orlando, the reason why all the bars around here shut down at 2 a.m., Disney.
Yeah.
Because they don't want that 3 a.m., 4 a.m., you're still drinking, so now you're naked on top of a table, and oh, look, the kids are looking out the window. Like that kind of shit. So the power of Disney is too great for stuff like that. So the fact that it's going to pass at all is a sign that of huge support by the local Florida population.
It's you.
But they're going to put a lot of stipulations on it, so that way Disney can downplay it and they can hopefully control it. And it'll be one of those things where they'll probably try and put some sort of laws where a dispensary can only be like in these specific locations, like you can't open one up everywhere. And I can guarantee that there won't be one within fucking miles of Disney property. Like insane. But that is not going to stop me from, once it's legal, buying myself some, having it in my car, smoking up, and then going into Disney.
Yeah, but they're gonna do the same, just like public intoxication and stuff, like just like alcohol. Like you can't be drinking in public, you can't be smoking in public.
Right. I'm not gonna, but I mean,
Yeah.
catch me with it.
Well, hold on. But that's not like it is everywhere, though. Like in Vegas, when we were walking around, bro, there were people just puffing joints. Now, granted, it's like a party there all the time, right?
Vegas is completely Vegas
is like the exception of every rule.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Reno, was it Reno that it's legal to go get a prostitute? You know what I mean? Like that.
Yeah. That's where the
Vegas
bunny
and all around it is just completely different. Just it's just
Which, by the way,
crazy, you know what I mean?
while we're at it, if we're talking about the war on drugs, the fact that prostitution's illegal is another thing that I think is stupid. Purely from, not even as like a consumer, it's more of a there are people who are going to be prostitutes no matter what.
Yep.
No matter what you do. It's too lucrative and too easy a thing. But those people do not have any kind of protections in the illegal world. I mean, there are people who just, yeah, I'll pay you. And then they just run off without paying. And then now that prostitute technically was raped.
Yeah.
And then there's a lot of legal ramifications there. There's the whole human trafficking element. The reason why human trafficking is so huge is because it's illegal to have a prostitute. So, you know, you gotta get to your sources, you gotta delve in, and it's gonna be illegal. If it was legal, people would be more comfortable with doing it on their own, starting their own stuff, not relying on pimps, not relying on bullshit. We could have government sanctioned, hey, you get checked this amount of times, so we can keep control on like disease and stuff. Like, that's another bullshit thing that I don't understand. Sex workers need protection too. That's just my thing. Like, let's just legalize all of it. Fuck it.
Legalize all of it.
I wonder what they would put taxes on a hand job.
It'd be ridiculous.
It probably would be. Probably not worth it.
You'd be paying $85
Tax
tax.
for cum shot.
Oh my God.
Ew.
Would it even be worth it at that point?
Nope.
It wouldn't.
Oh,
It
shit.
wouldn't.
Nope.
Okay, well, let's go ahead and take that break.
Yes.
Alright.
And we'll be back with a quick SpaceX thing.
Nice.
And then we're gonna let Bryce blow our fucking loads. Wait.
I'm gonna blow your mind.
Yeah,
like
that's right.
Like Hemingway blew his shotgun barrel. All right, see you.
We'll be back. Y'all are making my life easy.
Why?
We just stopped to take a break at the exact same spot as you guys did last show.
Yeah, it was all
Oh,
planned.
shit.
100% planned. Everyone who does watch this show later, it was 100% planned. Don't listen
Yep.
to Jordan. We were looking at the time. We're like, and
I
stop.
don't even have to do shit. The break's already there.
Breaks already there.
It's already there.
Oof.
You gotta go? Okay. Hey guys, I'll be right back.
Okay.
You guys take it easy. Have a good night.
Have a good night. It was as
Yeah,
usual. It
man.
was wonderful to have you, my man.
Thank you.
Yeah,
It was
great to
wonderful
have
to be
you
on.
on, man.
Appreciate having me on there.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye. Get the fuck up, Patrick. I need a nap so bad. Y son con música.
I will be back in just a couple of minutes, Bruce.
Okay. Well, I'll stay here and just entertain everyone. So, hi, everybody. Welcome to another PB&J break. This is the Butter here, and I'm here to talk to you about fucking delicious food because I had some today. I was going to make sushi today, but I could not because I went to 3 fucking grocery stores and none of them sell nori. None of them sell the fucking seaweed that you use to wrap sushi. I was so mad. My Publix, when I went there, I was just like, hey, where's the nori? Because like Publix is the only place that would have it. Like I checked Walmart because I was there already, and I technically checked all these because I was there already because I had things to shop for there. Wasn't in either of those. So I go to the Publix thinking, all right, now I've got groceries in the car. This is out of my way, but I'm gonna get the nori. Everything's fine. I fucking roll up in there, go to the sushi section, fucking nothing. Go to the Asian aisle, nothing. Talk to somebody. I'm like, hey, where's the nori? And the guy was just like, yeah, the only Publixes that have that are the ones who have a sushi guy. But they have sushi for sale right there. Which means that rather than the sushi being made fresh on site in that Publix, it's a packaged product made in some factory somewhere, not with love. And apparently they only sell the nori wraps when they have a sushi guy, which doesn't make any fucking sense to me because if you don't have a sushi guy, why wouldn't you sell the nori so I could be my own sushi guy? Anywho. So I decide, fuck it. I'll get back. And I made a sushi bowl. And I designed it to be like the Californian sushi roll because I didn't see any like sushi like level ahi tuna. Otherwise, I would have gone for that for a spicy roll. But essentially, I had some cauliflower rice, avocado, cucumber, cream cheese, spicy mayo because I love spicy mayo, and soy sauce. Mixed all that bitch in a bowl. Ate it. Oh my god, fucking delicious. So if you guys were ever questioning whether or not something was delicious, there's your answer. It's fucking delicious. You should try it sometime. Other than that, I don't know, man. How are you guys doing? What's going on in your lives? Do we have people in here? Let me check. Let's go to the phones. YouTube.com. Smoke weed, eat pussy. All right, that's a song that's up. Oh, that's right. I'm signing the PB&J. Patrick. Silly Patrick boy. All right, let's go to our show. And then I'll be able to see the chat. They have to. I wish Hangouts had a better way of viewing the chat for you guys, so that way I could have it up at all times rather than having to go in, click on episode 93, pause it so I'm not listening to myself and then checking. It wasn't you. S&J Sports Cards Paradise. Okay. Why, hello there. I'm able to see everybody again. It's patchy right now? Wait. Wait. You both are in the chat right now? So we got Josh and Patrick in the chat. Y'all abandoned me on this break. You got me doing it by myself. I'm doing my best. Talking about avocado bowls and shit. It was delicious. I'm actually really hungry. That's why I'm thinking about it. Oh, that's good. I'm glad she enjoyed watching. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm probably gonna have some fried rice and egg later and just eat that up with my face. Pretty excited about it. More spicy mayo, because spicy mayo is like God's gift to Green Earth. Or I'll go to 7-Eleven and pick up a cheeseburger bite, because who doesn't love gas station food? So there is an event going on right now. For those of you who don't know, it's called MoMAM. It is a I wouldn't call it a speedrunning event. It technically is, because there's speedrunning going on, but it's not like, it's basically races between two people in particular. And it's them not going full blind, but it's them going and racing different games with very little information. But they've played the game before casually or what have you, but not like a speed route. And they say who beats it first. It's really cool. It's a lot of fun. They're going to be doing a Dark Souls race, which I'm excited about, because I want to watch that 1,000,000%. No, well, I see you've rebooted your computer now. Excellent. Happy to see that. We probably should have a little something for our breaks when it gets quiet like this. Let me see what I can put up, because I'm out of things. I'm just hype about Hemingway and his batshit shenanigans. Oh, look at that.
I'm back.
I
Yeah.
was left alone for so long. I was so scared.
I bet. Hang on, I gotta close the door.
Okay.
Yay, I'm back. Yay.
Yay.
Look, me, I'm here.
You dear.
Yep.
I'm like falling
Turn
asleep.
that down now.
My brain is melting.
Oh, yeah? Don't melt, bro.
Yeah, I'm just
Don't melt, bruh.
tired. I slept until 10, but I'm exhausted.
I'm kind of worried about, I think it's my microphone.
Do you? It's not crackling
Mhm.
right now.
I can still hear it.
Well, I can't. So that's an improvement. So suck it and fucking deal with it.
Suck it and fuck it, bruh. Suck it and fuck
Oh,
it.
now I can hear it. Now I can hear it. Check your cables, man.
Hang on. Okay. Maybe that helped. We'll see.
I found another weird song that I forgot to like. I don't know if I've ever showed this to you, but that's for you.
Welcome back. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
We're back, brother.
Hey, when I talk for you guys, do I pop up in the main screen?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do, yeah. Right.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It's just me now, so I can zoom back in. Oh, yeah.
So I just sent you a song,
Okay.
and if you want weird, this is weird.
Where'd you send it to?
Not the other chat, this chat.
Okay.
And I don't remember if I've showed you this before, but if I hadn't, you're welcome now.
What the? Why am I watching this?
Oh, because this is for you.
I'm changing it.
No, you're not. You take every inch of that into your eye holes.
I'm done. I can't do it.
Why? What's wrong with it?
It was just a lot of dick wagon.
Okay.
Like an extreme.
Did you get to any of the lyrics?
Yeah.
Well, can you quack? Can you quack like a duck when you suck? These are good questions.
Okay, I didn't hear the lyrics.
Will you buck like a horse when we fuck?
Okay. So
Oh my god.
I'm not watching the video now. I'm actually back on the chat screen. I have the music open in the background.
Oh, okay. That's your life hack. You're gonna miss the biker who comes over and grabs his stuff.
What?
There's a biker who walks up and starts like checking the dude's nuts while it's bouncing, and she's like bouncing on his hand, and he like grabs it. He's like, "What the fuck?" And then another guy comes up with like a switch and starts touching the balls with it too. It's weird.
So there's a biker dude over here just smacking his dong.
Yeah, and the guy keeps going. Fucking champion. Let's be honest. Like, that guy was like, the show must go on. Which, considering how fucking terrible that song was, like, that's dedication to performance when you suck at performance.
Hold on. That fucking guy. So the guy's there in like a cape and a Speedo, and he's got his junk, and he's like humping the air, and his fucking junk's flopping around.
Yeah.
And some fucking biker dude just straight up walks over and is like paddling his nuts.
Yeah.
And then just straight up grabs his junk. And like it's like he was trying to see
if it was real.
Is this really his junk? But that's not something you should check.
No, you really shouldn't.
Like, You have to be real drunk to be like, you know what? There's only one way to know if that's really his nuts.
I'm gonna grab it.
They feel like nuts. What the fuck, dude?
I can't believe you're like totally doing this right now. Doesn't make any sense.
Pay you to touch my nuts.
It makes no sense to me at all. So
that's one of my favorite things. Is
what?
the guy walks into a bar, right?
The category of this video is education.
It's educational, my dude. There's an old joke. A guy walks into a bar and it's ladies' night, so there's a sale on shots. He walks over.
People are learning stuff, Jordan.
He walks over to the bartender and he says, "Hey, give me 2 of those shots," and he throws down $2. It's $1 shots, and the guy was like, "No, $1 shots are only for women." So the guy goes, "No, you don't understand. I'm a woman. I'm a woman." And the bartender was like, "No, you're not. You're not a woman." And so the person's like, "No, seriously, I'm a woman. You can check. It's cool. You can check." And the person's just like, "I'm not going to check."
I'm not going to check.
And the person's like, "I think you're kind of cute. So if you want to check, don't even worry about it. Like, I'm not going to tell anyone. And I'm a woman, so it's fine." So the bartender's like, "Fine." And the bartender reaches down and touches and is horrified to find
junk,
a sack and shaft. Rips his hand out of the pants. The guy laughs, slaps another fucking $3 on the bar and says, "Ha! Can't believe it only took $5 for you to touch my dick," and then walked away with his 2 shots.
Okay.
Stupid.
I mean, I'm pretty impressed it only took that much too.
I am. I'm very impressed. Like, Jesus.
Okay. Well, I think that we should come back from Beak.
Hold on,
I agree.
Restart this video, and I'm gonna play it on 1.5 speed
Why?
because somebody in the
You
comments
suck. Suck on my phone. What you done?
I want to see how it.
Also, the junk goes super fast. I've done it.
Hold on, I'm gonna do it too.
It's like a fucking. It's like a paddle ball. Like
Hold on. At 1.5 speed?
Yeah, 1.5. Here it comes.
What if you played it 2x?
It sounds less like a song, but the junk goes into space. It's like liftoff.
Jordan played it 2x.
I am.
I'm so glad that you guys are so entertained by the diggus.
It's like
I told you, it goes into fucking space. Not only that, but he has a fast breakdown in this song. So it sounds insane. It's like the most nightmarish chipmunk song you've ever heard.
That's nuts. I tried to
Can you stick your whole tongue in my butt?
I mean, can you? I just love the comment that's man, Jesus really let himself go. For those of you watching, no, we're not going to post that to the PB&J podcast.
Yeah, that is not going on our Facebook.
No. That might get us kicked off Facebook.
Yeah.
What are we too good for junk bumping?
No, I'm perfectly fine with junk bumping. It's just Facebook is
bumping the junkin'. No, yeah, you're right. They're
like, oh.
That's like Josh asked me. He's like, "Who do you?" By the way, Bryce, your camera's hopping all around. He was like, "Do you guys want to try to monetize your videos?" I'm like, "Bro, YouTube would never allow that. They would. Every single video sensor they have would go off. Every one of them.
Yeah.
All of them.
They would be like,
we're gonna run off sponsorships.
Sponsorships.
Sponsor me, you little bitch."
So when we come back, I'm gonna do a quick SpaceX launch thing. And then you're going to,
Hemingway.
yeah, Hemingway us. Bro, I'm really getting pissed off with this crackle.
Popping.
Hang on. I'm gonna switch mics real quick. I think I do that up here somewhere. What is this fucking thing called? Hello. Oh, this is still the microphone? Oh. Can you hear me in this?
Yeah, it's in God mode right now, but I can hear you.
Yeah, I heard you too.
Okay, you can hear me now, no God mode?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
No God mode and so far no crackle.
Okay. That makes me sad if that's the case.
Just buy a new cable. They're not expensive.
Yeah, it's probably the cable. Okay. So
Okay. Okay. Lamborghini Mercy. Yo,
Give me
chick, she's
another
so
10,
thirsty. I'm in that 2-seat Lambo with your girl trying to jerk me. Yeah.
I can't hear myself in this mic though, so that sucks.
Yeah, you're back to no listening to yourself. So sorry. You're on that poor
so
boy
sorry.
shit now.
So sorry.
Big sorry. I'm gonna get hood rich.
Hang on, guys. Okay, I just want to. Aw, this doesn't come off anymore. Nope. Huh. Okay, how's that?
So far, so good.
So far, so good.
Just don't touch it.
It is
No.
going to fall.
No, it's good. It's good. I really hate it that I can't hear me, so I'm gonna just
Take one
turn.
ear off of my
Well,
headphones.
well, no. What I'm doing is I just turned the other microphone on over there, because it still routes through my speakers, and it's just so I can hear myself.
Okay.
That won't affect what you hear.
Okay.
So I don't think it does anyway.
No change here, so should be all right.
Okay, well let's fucking rock and roll then.
Okay.
Yeah, I got maybe like 10 or 15 more minutes.
10 or 15 more minutes.
Yeah.
Okay. Expect it to be approximately 30.
Probably will be.
Just so you're aware. Bring us back.
Already?
Bring us back, Jordy.
Alrighty, and welcome back from that little extended break there. That was pretty interesting.
Yeah, it was.
It wasn't interesting at all. Most of it was me
No.
alone struggling.
So
And then people came back, and then nobody was interesting, and it was sad. Don't look at that break.
no, that break includes such things as a rant from Bryce that was about sushi. So what's funny is I walk out on break, because Josh was leaving, and they're like, "Oh, let's smoke a cigarette real quick." I'm like, "Okay," so I'm standing there, and my wife goes to open the video back up because she's like, "I bet you Bryce is just ranting about something right now," because that's what he does. And then we turn on.
Only
We
attack.
and then we turn on the video, and there you are. It was amazing, and it was hilarious. Don't feel bad.
I feel bad anyway.
Whatever, it was funny. It also included such things as me jerry rigging a different microphone. So there's
Yeah.
that.
And it's talking about a video that y'all can't see.
Yes, and the in
Of
fact,
the guy just gyrating his junk everywhere.
yeah. We honestly we can't share that in fear of
It was
Of
pretty amazing.
Facebook banning us.
yeah.
And I couldn't even tell you what the name of the video was. It was not
So-
in English. That's all I will tell you.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's okay. So what
Quality
we're
pick from me.
but we're back. We are
we're
back.
back.
We are the fucking shit. As you
Sure.
Absolutely.
So, like promised, we have a couple of things promised for the second half. A couple of cool things. Mine's a little bit nerdy, probably boring for you, and then Bryce is going to catch everyone's load, like you said earlier.
No, not catch.
Yeah.
I'm blowing.
Yeah.
Just-
So, you guys seen SpaceX set a new a new mark in history has occurred,
okay.
right? SpaceX, you see that they did a test flight of their Dragon capsule, the one that does crew on board.
No, I didn't.
No.
Yeah. 2 days ago, they sent up a Falcon 9 with the crew fit Dragon capsule on it to go up and dock with the International Space Station.
Really?
Okay.
Yeah. And
They sent
sure.
supplies to the International Space Station before, right? But it was crewless.
Well, they've used the Dragon before. There wasn't crew on it, I don't believe. This was the first time they've ever used this capsule.
Okay.
In fact, this is the first time, once this is up and running, this will be the first time since 2011 that we'll be sending astronauts up from American soil.
That's
Nice.
actually sick.
Right?
I'm really excited about that because space is awesome.
Well, I mean, it's something that we need to do, and it's something that even though people are like, "Oh, you can't claim it for yourself," that's what will happen, and we're headed towards, you know,
Territory disputes of Mars.
exactly. That's gonna fucking happen.
Yeah.
Especially when they find like that sweet spot where it's perfect. There's ice and shit underground. They're like, "Oh, we could build a base here. It'd be."
Not only that, but then they'll find that there's some sort of like deposit of like very rare minerals.
Mm-hmm.
And they're just like, yep, well, there's resources over here, so this is fucking ours now.
Yep.
United States will have the best space program in the world the moment someone else discovers resources on Mars.
But as it stands right now, it's up to private industry. And honestly, I like that. The government pumps a bunch of money into these private industries. There's more than one, not just SpaceX. And that's gonna. I agree with that. They are gonna be the ones to fucking get it done. Honestly, in my opinion, the only thing that I think kind of holds it back is funnily enough, like safety. Even though we send them up in those crazy Soyuz rockets that are like ancient, they don't blow up.
Money
They don't blow up unless maintenance is done. Then they do.
Well, yeah, but they're pretty fucking. They're
Columbus.
just as sturdy as our space shuttle was. It's just a fucking little tiny tin can thing, you know.
Yeah.
So anyway, they launched it. It actually went up and docked successfully, and apparently, we spend, get this, $80 million a seat.
Yeah.
To put astronauts on the Russian Soyuz rockets.
Jeez.
I wonder how much it's going to be when we change it to SpaceX. How much do you think it'll be a seat for the Dragon capsules?
Well, they've been developing the Crew Dragon under a $2.6 billion like commercial deal. So NASA is working with them. Boeing got a deal too, right?
Oh, yeah, okay.
So the CST-100 Starliner capsule is going to be Boeing's. Actually, they got $4.2 fucking billion. So they got even more than SpaceX did. But it's Boeing, and they kind of already do shit for the government.
Thing,
Yeah.
That was purely just like, you're our boys. Here you go. We'll hook you up with this big contract. That's what that was. That was Boeing having already get their foot in the door. Or SpaceX. I'm just really curious with the reusable rockets that SpaceX has. Like, we already know that already is going to save a fuck ton of money. With those, like, how long do you think it'll be until we have like a private space station, like a private sector space station floating around?
Not long. Honestly, I would go ahead and say that we're going to get something like that. I bet you in the next year or 3, because we have Virgin Galactic, right?
Right.
And then what's the other thing? Blue Horizon or some shit like that.
I believe that's the one.
I think anyway.
Horizon Zero Dawn.
Horizon Zero Dawn, right?
Yeah.
And then you have SpaceX, but SpaceX has like the Falcon Heavy, and they're the ones that are doing most of the heavy lifting. But other companies are trying to privatize space, you know?
Yeah.
So as soon as their variants are working the way they're supposed to, there's going to be private space stations. Somebody's going to put something up there, and it's going to be,
Blue
I don't even know
Origin.
what the fuck it'll be. Blue Origin. There you go. They have a crazy ass thing, and they land their rockets too. They have reusable rockets also.
That's insane.
It's just that guy, whatever his face is it the Amazon guy?
Who?
Jeff Bezos.
Yeah.
Is?
Yeah. But he's not up in the news talking about his shit like Elon Musk is, you know?
No,
That's because Musk is generating. He's very good at generating buzz about his company, be it good or bad. Like, he did the whole I'm gonna make a bunch of flamethrowers and sell them to people. That was like a huge marketing stunt that got his name in there and got SpaceX's name in there. And it's one of those things where people bought it. People own flamethrowers now that were made, and they work. And it's one of those things where he's very good about keeping his name in there, because when you have the public opinion on your side, when they go for that government contract, it gives them a lot more clout. You know what I mean? Like Boeing is already an established name, but if you ask your average person, hey, do you know what Boeing is? Not a lot of people actually know.
I don't know. See, I would need to ask a bunch of people, because
like, if you ask a bunch of 20-somethings, hey, have you ever heard of Boeing? They'll be like, what the fuck are you talking about? And then they'll Google it and they'll tell you everything about it. But if you ask them, hey, do you know what SpaceX is? Every motherfucker knows who SpaceX is.
No, yeah, you're not wrong.
Yeah.
So it's one of those things where he's doing a very good job about getting the name out there to keep everything. Yeah, he's keeping himself relevant and keeping himself in a position of, hey, I'm the future.
So it went up unmanned. It's just a modified version of the Crew. I mean, not the Crew, the cargo version of the Dragon. So Dragon 2 or whatever.
Okay, yeah.
It's just a modified. Dude, the inside of it though, it's all like white and like blue lit and stuff. It looks like a future spaceship. Yeah, it's pretty dope. And apparently,
it's like, hey, we're making this thing. Let's make it all white. And then he's just like, put some blue LEDs in there. And they're like, what is that going to do for it? Put some blue LEDs in there. It's going to look as fuck.
You know, that's exactly what happened.
And they're like, sir, we can't have any excess weight. And like the electric, put some blue LEDs in there, or I'm going to fucking kick you. Put them on batteries. I don't give a shit. It's going to look sick.
It's going to look sick. No, you know that's how he's like, come on, guys.
Yeah. And he's just like, just wait until I make my first mech.
So apparently it's supposed to fly soon again for a high altitude abort test. So like this was one test, they're going to do an abort test, and then they're going to, if everything goes good there, right, as early as July, they'll be sending up 2 astronauts in it to dock with the ISS. As early as July, which means
thing where they just dock, they chill there for like an hour, and then they split, or are they going to be up there for a while? Like,
No,
actually?
they're probably being sent anyway. You know.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So
So these are NASA astronauts already like
Mhm.
signed up to go up there. Okay, that's cool.
These are
Yeah,
good
they're,
astronauts then, so it'll be coming
Bob-
back soon then.
Bob Benkin and Doug Hurley are going to be the two very first astronauts to go up in the Dragon Crew capsule.
What kind of fucking names for like history making? Like Bob and Doug going up. Like your first time a privatized fucking spaceship gets you to like a government installation, and it's Bob and Doug. Like,
It's
not to
Bob
hate
and
on Bob and
Doug.
Doug. They worked very hard to get where they are, and I'm very
Yep.
proud of them. But
I'm
in the
very
history
happy for
books,
them
people are gonna be like,
nonetheless.
Bob and Doug went to space in space. Like every redneck in the world's gonna be like, that's our boys right there. That's our boys.
Bob and
Bob and
Doug.
Doug, they got her done. I'm just saying. Oh my god, that's crazy.
So
though.
apparently, Starliner, right, is going to be just as good as this. This is the other one, right? Can also carry 4 people. Like the Dragon, it can accommodate 7. And Boeing's capsule could get off the ground soon too. So I don't know if this is like a fight between them or if they're just going to
Sounds
use
like another
It's like a
space race is what it
like a
is.
space race, just like
Yeah.
the 60s.
That's pretty cool.
This is what we needed
Yeah.
to get shit done.
Yeah, I'm curious to know. One of you guys Google for me real quick price per seat for Dragon Crew capsule. And let's see if we can get a number on that because
I asked you that question. You gotta Google it,
no.
you bastard. No, I don't want to Google. It takes too long.
Jordan's doing it. I can
Thank-
see him read.
Thank you, Jordan.
You're welcome.
I see his
number.
eyes are just buzzing back and forth.
Because they might not have released a number yet.
Well, you know that Elon Musk, though, he probably gave a fucking.
If it's a good number, then he gave a speech about it. If it's not, then he's kept his fucking mouth shut. I guarantee it. So if there's not a number, then it's not that much better per seat. It just has more seats.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Well, no, we'll see. I mean, when he talks shit, though, he tries to follow through, you know? Like,
Yeah.
you know that motherfucker was just talking shit when he was like, I'm going to send my Tesla to space.
Yeah, and he fucking did it.
So the Soyuz was 81 million per seat. The SpaceX Crew, Dragon Crew, and the Boeing CST-100 are both 58 million per seat.
Wow.
That's pretty good.
Almost.
I mean, that's
30 million
almost
less.
half.
Yeah.
Just
30 mil less, man. That's pretty good.
yeah.
That is
So,
pretty
so now that just comes down to new technology and comes down to reusability. But I think it also comes down to obviously we were being overcharged for the seats on the Soyuz. However, they had us by the balls because the only other fucking people we could have been like, hey, can we send astronauts up would have been the Chinese.
And they're just like, no.
Yeah. They would be like, I honorably deny your request.
I'm not. Nope.
I have a dragon tattoo on my dragon tattoo.
Kill yourself.
Man, that's crazy, man.
That is crazy. That's crazy.
So anyway, that's why it's 80 fucking million though. Because who else we're gonna ask? Bob, the flat Earth guy. We can ask the flat Earth guy to use his steam powered rocket.
I want to use a steam powered rocket.
I mean, he's almost died both times he used it, so I feel like it's a bad idea.
He reused it again?
Yeah, he did it twice.
I thought he only did it the once.
No, he did it twice because we covered the second one too.
I thought no. The first time we did it, wait, did he do it? I don't even remember. I'll look it up later. I'm not remembering well.
Doesn't matter. One time was too many.
Yeah, one time, 2 times,
way too many.
7 times, doesn't matter. So anyway, I just wanted to bring this up because it's super duper fucking exciting for me. The whole SpaceX thing and the privatizing and whatnot. And I didn't get to see this launch, but it was like 2:30 in the morning the other day.
Oh, nice.
It was like Saturday or Sunday morning.
Oh, that sucks. I would have liked to see that too. I didn't know that it was going.
Yeah. I missed it. Been busy like a dum dum.
Yeah, me too.
But
I will say, speaking of SpaceX, just one more thing. I finally got the opportunity to get in a Tesla.
ooh,
I couldn't drive it, unfortunately, because the dealership is in the mall. But
You could have
Yeah.
drove it.
I wanted
So-
It
to.
would have been illegal. You would have killed some people, but you could have fucking done it.
It would have been worth it.
how awesome though
Who's at the
was
mall?
it?
I felt like a straight up G, like
Yeah.
a billionaire. I felt
Yeah?
amazing in that car. Yeah,
That's
Like-
cool.
the dash, right? So there's like nothing there. It's just the screen. So it's just one straight dash.
Uh-huh.
Air vent like goes across the entire dashboard. And it's like
Nice.
this thin strip that you could barely see. It looks futuristic as hell. I was like, oh man, and it's powerful as fuck. I want one. I
I'm
want
so
one so
jealous.
bad.
Yeah. But it has got such a doesn't it have like a giant screen in
Yeah,
it?
dude, it's like a 13-inch screen almost. It's
Yeah.
fucking huge, dude.
They're
It's
just like, here's an
amazing.
iPad. Drive with that.
Pretty much. It's like iPad Pro. This is your controls.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, man.
Yeah.
Like all the air, the radio, the maps,
It's all on that screen, right?
all on that.
Yeah.
screen.
And it's all cool and
Speedometer,
animated
all
and
that.
futuristic and shit, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Did the door handles pop out when you walked up to it?
No, it's like a weird thing where you use your thumb to push
Yeah.
out the actual handle and then pull. But otherwise, without using your thumb. Oops, my bad. Can you hear me?
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can you hear us?
Can you hear us?
Now I can.
Okay, cool.
Are we still recording? More
Anyway,
importantly?
Yeah, yeah. But
We'll cut that
anyway,
out.
until you do that
No, we won't.
No, we won't.
with the door.
Wait, what? Say that again?
Like until you actually go up to the door and use your thumb to push out the handle, it's all completely flush.
Yeah, it's all flush.
Yep.
It's fucking ridiculous, dude.
That's so sick. Now, I did see this thing.
What?
Just real quick before Bryce takes over. You guys know like hydrogen stuff is like on the move, like big time.
Yeah.
But I remember watching this video recently where they were talking about the reason that hydrogen electricity, like hydrogen fuel cells, are good is because unlike batteries, the more battery power you have, the heavier you're going to be getting.
Right.
Which there's a cap somewhere, and that curve is almost non-existent with hydrogen.
Yeah.
But the extreme downside is that it's the inefficiency, like the efficiency loss to it is so extreme that's why batteries are still winning.
Well, actually, I talked to somebody who ran a conference in Germany for it's called Hydrail,
Mm-hmm.
and it's basically they're moving towards replacing like the diesel powered smaller freight trains and people trains,
Yeah.
and replacing them with hydrogen cell run trains. And Germany already has one up, and there's also one in China. And they're trying to work towards doing that in the United States. And this guy in particular is doing it in North Carolina. He's wrote
That's pretty cool.
multiple articles.
See, I've seen that, and like I read your article too that you posted because I like that stuff.
Yeah.
But it's that on that scale, it's feasible. But for the purposes of like having enough fuel to refuel cars on the highway is where the problem is, because like believe it or not, gasoline only has like a 30% efficiency after everything is said and done. Now hydrogen's way higher than that, but battery efficiency is way higher than that because we could just transport electricity through power lines with like 10% loss or some shit like that, you know?
Not only that, but we can generate electricity with fucking water moving through a dam.
Yep.
So
Yep.
things where it's you practically have free energy.
But what I wanted to say is that they want to start looking at airplanes with hydrogen fuel cells.
Ooh.
Because the hydrogen fuel cells weigh so little that it would, once they're at altitude, it would take like zero power to be able to fucking fly. Yeah, it's pretty sick.
Lines can kind of glide a little bit, so you just cut the power every now and then.
Yeah. But anyway, that shit blew my mind. Hydrogen power. Just everybody who thinks, oh my god, I'm driving around with hydrogen bomb. You drive around with a tank full of gasoline, dum dum. So quit with that stuff.
Is the equivalent of like a stick of dynamite. Like gasoline's insane how much damage.
Yeah.
So like don't even
Possible.
fucking talk about it. Like gasoline's stupid.
All right, Bryce, give us your nugget so we can get out of here.
All right, so I bring you here today to talk to you about Ernest Hemingway. He is a famous author of some renown. You may have read some of his works for school.
Forced.
For Who the Bell Tolls, Old Man in the Sea, just a couple very, very, very common ones that people have read. Not many people know about the man behind the books. And they fucking should, because the dude was an absolute fucking unit.
Really?
This dude has fucking insanity throughout his life. When he was born, right? Everything's cool, normal childhood. World War I comes around. He enlists. He goes to Italy. He's with the Red Cross there. And he takes an artillery shell, has shrapnel in both his legs, goes to the hospital, falls in love with a nurse. Everything's cool. They're gonna go get married. He heads back to France, where he was living at the time, and she falls in love with an Italian soldier, runs off with him. From that moment on, Ernest Hemingway never trusted women and was a womanizer to the point to where he had 3 different marriages where he cheated on them and then married and then got with the other woman. And he had so many fucking kids all over the goddamn place. Dude just fucked everywhere. And
really,
I digress. Oh, also funny story about it. He moved around so much that at one point he was living somewhere and he had gotten so used to toilets being the flushables where you pull the rope to flush the toilet.
Yeah.
And he goes to pull down so he could flush the toilet, and he pulls down a fucking light fixture and hits himself in the face with like glass and has to go to the hospital with shards of glass in his face.
No. Yeah. Okay.
Like just fucking like what the hell? He also had a fishing boat. And that's where things get even nuttier, is with this fishing boat, where essentially he goes out and he's hunting, fishing, all this stuff. I mean, he shot a lot of bears for some reason as well, fucking throughout his life. But anyways, he saw a shark, decided, I'm gonna fucking kill that shark, pulls out a gun, and as he's about to fire, the gaff that he stabbed into the shark broke, causing it to like smack his pistol as he's firing. Fire ricochets off the brass landing and hits both of his thighs.
What?
So he goes back to the hospital. It's the second time he's gotten bits of metal in both of his legs from fire. Days later, dude shouldn't even left the hospital. He's back out on the boat and he's fishing. And a shark bites into the fucking tuna that he was catching. In a rage, he pulls out a goddamn machine gun.
Whoa, hold on. Stop. Yeah. How does he have a machine gun?
One, it was like 1940 or some shit, or 1930 something.
So you could just have a machine gun?
Well, he had it from World War I.
Okay. I'll accept it.
Fucking Thompson, and he just goes fucking nuts and shoots the shit out of the shark until there's just bloody mush, and he gets his revenge for the other shark accidentally causing him to shoot himself in the leg. And from that moment on, the boat, while technically still a fishing boat, and he still, would fish on it, became basically just a whoring boat from that moment on, to where he would just fuck on the boat, drink rum, and party.
Okay.
So he then relocated to Cuba, 1939. He bought a villa outside of Havana. And he just watched the entire world just go to flames. He had seen the Spanish Civil War. because he was a wartime journalist as well. By the way, holy shit. He fucking sees what's going down. He sees World War II start.
Yeah.
And so he starts an ad hoc intelligence operation in Havana, essentially convinced that the Spanish fascists residing in Cuba represented a potential threat. So he's doing counterintelligence there and working for the KGB during this time. Yeah, just doing some odd jobs for the KGB. Fuck it, whatever. We all spy sometimes for Russia.
Sure.
He then decides, you know what? If we're gonna lose, or if we're gonna win this war, we got to win it in earnest. So he goes out in his fishing boat, which he is souped up with extra like motors and all this shit. And he made this thing like a fast boat. And there have been U-boats, German U-boats that have been attacking like shipping lanes and sinking ships. So he starts patrolling those shipping lanes with a boat full of fucking hand grenades and that same goddamn machine gun with the shark and started hunting U-boats.
In a fishing boat?
In a fucking fishing boat with hand grenades. He would clink and throw it in like it was a fucking depth charge. And essentially what he was trying to do is he was trying to get them to surface so they would check on the boat and basically be like, fuck off, you fishing boat. And once they surfaced, that's when he'd start chucking hand grenades at them.
Jesus.
So that happens.
Now, hold on. Does a hand grenade damage a U-boat?
You know what? It does enough.
Okay.
Good
answer.
Enough.
Somebody Google that.
Yeah, we'll Google it later. But essentially, he was enthusiastic as fuck, and he went ham looking for these fuckers. And unfortunately, it ended up being essentially pretty fruitless. He didn't actually take out any U-boats. The U-boat that he did actually get to come up and he fired upon sped the fuck away. So hand grenades not that effective.
Okay.
But it was enough to get the U-boats to, rather than sink this fucking fishing ship, to fuck off. So
you think they would have just attacked the little boat though, right?
I mean, when you've got a boat with an old guy throwing hand grenades at you, you're just like, I don't want to fuck with this guy. God knows what else he's got on that boat. He's just opening up with the hand grenades. This dude's being kamikaze into us. He's not here to win. You don't go on a fishing boat to win versus a U-boat. You go into suicide mission. So he's basically batshit insane, going ham on that. He goes on a bunch of safari trips, survives 2 plane crashes when he goes to Africa to hunt lions. 2 plane crashes within a 24-hour period. One of which paralyzes his sphincter muscle.
Oh no!
Yeah,
you need your sphincter. Everybody knows that.
So now he has loosey poopsies. But
at least it didn't get paralyzed closed.
Then no poopsies.
No.
So he just has all this shit happen, right? And he starts getting depressed to the point to where he gets committed. Once he's committed, he gets electroshock therapy. Way too much electroshock therapy. Like, holy shit, why did you shock this guy this many times? And he comes out
because it was proven at the time that obviously it fixed things.
Yeah, it broke him. He came out fucking nuts to the point where he was like hard
He wasn't nuts
suicide. Gets shocked again, comes out, and he fucking does it. He chomps down on a barrel of his shotgun, his favorite shotgun, and then just blows.
I'm surprised he didn't just use like a hand grenade or.
I'm surprised
the machine gun. The machine gun
didn't just survive. He survived an artillery shell, shooting himself. Fucking. Oh, he also got mauled by a fucking lion. He just got a claw in him when he was hunting.
That's some
like you do.
Some shit you don't know.
Survived all this shit. I'm surprised the shotgun blast just didn't deflect, and then he sit there with a paralyzed, like,
ricocheted and went through his knee.
Yeah, like ricocheted went through both his legs.
So over in chat, by the way, I don't know if you guys seen that, but Michael popped in. I don't know if they're still here or not. Andrew, John, Steven, what's up, guys? If you're still there. Funny enough, I don't know if anybody realized, but Andrew's here with us too.
I
Well,
did
hello
see
there.
that.
He is a flower.
Andrew Sunflower.
yeah.
So Ernest Hemingway. I mean, I would categorize him as a slightly crazy real man.
Batshit
Yeah.
crazy real man.
Batshit
Yeah.
crazy, unkillable guy until he decides now is my time to exit, and I'll do it my fucking self.
Well, is there anything more like pure manly man than surviving multiple death incidents and then just one day being like, you know what? I'm fucking Looney Tunes. I'm done.
I'm out.
Just out.
And throughout the entire time, just shit out like history of
Mhm.
like award-winning, Pulitzer Prize-winning fucking novels. Like
Well, I mean,
novels that we read to this day. He
yeah.
always quotes like the first draft is always shit. That's the thing he used to say. And it helps a lot of writers because it kind of takes them off the hook where they're just like, you know what? You're right. The first draft is shit. I don't feel bad about having this terrible book because I can fix it.
Yep.
So he has all this famous shit, but you don't hear about all of his exploits and his womanizing and his drunkenness and his fucking unkillable rampage across Europe, Havana. Oh, he also had a whole thing where he was paranoid that he was being watched when he lived in the United States. When he moved to Florida,
Mhm.
he was being watched by J. Edgar Hoover, and he felt like he was being followed by agents, and everyone's like, oh, you're crazy. No, he fucking was. J. Edgar Hoover had him on a list because he was working for the KGB back in when he was living in Cuba. So one of the reasons he got committed was because
So he was a spy too.
yeah, he was a spy too,
Yeah.
for the Russians, but fuck it, he was a spy. And one of the reasons he got committed was because he kept saying, they're watching me, they're watching me, they're watching me. And they're like, he's paranoid.
He's lost it.
He's lost it.
He's
But he
fucking
didn't
lost it.
lose it.
Yeah.
Edgar Hoover actually was having him on a list and watching him. There were spies everywhere. They did wire his house.
That's nuts.
Absolutely insane. And he just stuffed some shit in a safe in Savannah, and we have yet to see what was in that safe.
Really?
Mm-hmm. It could be a lost manuscript. It could be the secret codes to some installation. It could be anything.
It could be the keys to the U-boat hunting fishing boat.
Yeah, it could be the key. Like, finished my goddamn job. Those
Yeah.
routes didn't get blown to hell, and by God, it makes me mad to this day.
That's funny.
So I looked up whether a hand grenade would be able to do anything from a U-boat.
Okay.
I did not find an answer to that.
I don't think it's ever been attempted by anyone other than fucking Hemingway.
I don't think so either.
I don't think anyone's crazy enough to be like, you know what? Hand grenade versus U-boat.
You know what? Mythbusters.
Torpedoes.
It's
Yeah.
time that we get the Mythbusters back in the fucking seat because we've got something for you.
Yeah, I think we have a really good.
Come on, Adam Savage. We need this episode. I know Mythbusters haven't been a thing for a while, but come on, get a U-boat and blow it up with a hand grenade. I don't know what the
Well, apparently they're trying to bring Mythbusters back in the form of like a kids version, not like for kids, but like
kids running it.
yeah. It's kind of cool.
That'd be cool. It'd be
Yeah,
like
it'd be
It's like cast too, so it's like the cast too. So it's really like the experiments actually get to be done.
Yeah.
But they include children. I'm not sure. It's weird.
It's a great first episode for them.
Yeah.
But, one
This.
thing that
Yeah, blow up a U-boat, kids.
this his fishing boat is on display in Cuba.
Yeah. Who's the
Oh.
It lives. And second, his son wrote memoirs.
Mhm.
And
Okay.
apparently, they never actually got to, fight against a U-boat, obviously, but they would practice how they would throw grenades at the subs by blowing up sea turtles.
Holy shit!
What the fuck?
Blow up sea turtles with them. Oh my God!
So that's two other
Can't.
things. Is A, he brought his kid. And,
Yeah, he brought his kid with him.
And B, he killed a bunch of sea turtles with hand grenades.
He's like, I'm gonna practice this shit. Hey son, watch this. See Crush over there?
So you know what else though? Because of like Hemingway and the Hemingway house in Florida, like there's this whole thing with Hemingway cats,
Yeah,
right?
'cause
And
he
the cats that have the extra little nub finger here makes them look like they have mittens. My cat is a Hemingway.
Really?
make sure your cat doesn't chase any fucking U-boats.
Well, I mean,
There aren't very
anytime
many.
anytime I walk around going "da," he freaks out on me. So. Oh shit! The reason that it's funny that his hand is shaped that way is because when he's about to when he wants to swat at you, he holds up his hand, but it looks like a hand.
Yeah,
because
so he's just like,
the extra nub here holds the finger out. He's
Yeah.
like,
I'm gonna get now. I warned you. I warned you.
Yep.
This is funny. So that information I found in a thread on Reddit,
Okay.
and one of the posts says, if you can blow up a sea turtle, you can blow up a U-boat, and then a bunch of dots, and this is the fuck. The reply to that is, well, in his defense, the sea turtles were constantly putting their fins forward one after the other as if they were Heiling Hitler. Suspicious.
Oh Jesus Christ! That was
Oh
amazing.
fuck.
I love
Okay.
Reddit.
Yeah.
That shit is amazing.
On that note, I'm gonna go ahead and say we fucking nailed it.
Absolutely.
Oh shit. Yes, definitely fucking nailed it.
Nazi sea turtles being killed by Ernest Hemingway. You know what?
Confirmed here.
I think that might just be the name of the episode: Nazi sea turtles killed by Hemingway.
You know what? Make that shit happen.
Let's do it.
Put it in the chat so we don't forget because you know
They're
what.
going to be so confused until the very last minute of this episode.
That's how I like it.
Yeah, that's the. It keeps the mystery alive, so they listen to the whole thing.
It does.
It's me.
It does. Oh shit. Yeah. Okay. Well, before we go, Jordan, plug all the holes, please.
Yes.
Plug the
Absolutely. So
holes.
first and foremost,
Yeah.
you're going to want to follow us on Facebook. That's just by searching PB, the letter NJ podcast.
Mm-hmm.
If you are listening to the high quality audio version of this, go
Thank
ahead and
you.
check out the live stream because that includes not only some physical antics, but you also get to see what we're up to on break and listen to all of Bryce's rants.
Yes. Bryce rants.
Just go on YouTube and search for the same thing, PB.
That's
the
at
letter
least
NJ
20% more rants for your viewing pleasure.
Yeah.
At least
At
a
least.
solid.
Yeah.
And if you are by chance watching the live stream of this, you can check out the high quality audio version on iTunes, Google Play, anywhere else you get your
Yeah.
podcasts. And
That's
then, of
our main
course,
show. Like
yeah.
it has intro music and outro music and
break music and
break stuff and yeah, that's really what we do. We'd love for you to go check that out. Hit us up on the
Absolutely.
Gmail.
Yeah, our Gmail, of course, PB the letter NJ podcast at gmail.com. And then you can also check our website, pbnjpodcast.podbean.com.
Yup.
Hell yeah.
So hell fucking yeah. We're out of here though. We appreciate you listening. We appreciate you watching.
Yeah, thanks for stopping by.
Nailed it.
Nailed it.
That's fucking beautiful.
It was good. I don't have access to do so, so one of you are gonna kill the live stream here in a second. But thank you very much for watching the video. We do definitely appreciate it.
Tuning in, commenting, everything.
So bye.
Bye.